Okay guys, in today's video, it's a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be going over my personal favorite weapons in Grounded and what weapons you should be aiming towards in your Grounded games. We're going to go ahead and go over tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 weapons. The weapons that you do not see on this list, try to avoid it because I do not think that they are better than the rest of them. And also, just before we start the video, I'm having no extra active mutations. I'm just going to have the speed droplet, and the only extra mutation I'm going to chuck on is Apex Predator for a weapon that is coming up. Let's start off with the weapons. Now, the tier 1 weapons I would say are the best is the Spiky Sprig, purely because when you hit an enemy, you get a bleed effect on any single hit. So if you hit him on the first hit, the second hit, or the third hit, it's going to apply bleed no matter what. And also the Pebblet Spear. Now the Pebblet Spear isn't the best when you're stabbing things, but when you're throwing stuff at enemies, it's definitely the best. Let's go ahead and summon in a pit antline here. As you can see, every single hit I hit on the antline, it is going to apply a stack of bleed. And the bleed is actually doing substantial damage, especially for a tier 1, and the tier 1 isn't even upgraded at all. And now with the Pebblet Spear, it's not the best just stabbing things, but if you throw it or huck it, it is definitely a lot better. If you huck an enemy, I got a crit there, very lucky. You can see that the antline is taking a bunch of damage from a singular Pebblet Spear. Now this will take a long time to get used to the throwing and picking up and throwing straight away. For a tier 3 creature and a tier 1 Pebblet Sphere that's not even maxed out, it's just level 1 craft off the bat. It's very easy to craft and it just deals this much damage. It's insane. Now I'm going to go over with the tier 2 weapons, and now I would say the best tier 2 weapon is either the Red Ant Club or the Black Ant Sword, purely because Black Ant Sword for slashing for spiders and the Red Ant Club for busting, so upper yard roly-polies, ladybirds, ladybugs. The assistant manager boss fight, the infected ladybug boss fight, this weapon just smashes all of them. And if you like crossbows, I would definitely suggest going with the crow crossbow, purely because the second you shoot, you can block straight away. And with the insect bow, you cannot. There's like a small delay. And also crossbows in this game are just purely superior. Now let's go ahead and try the damage on the Red Ant Club. Now obviously, smacking enemies is definitely a good way. With the Red Ant Club, you can also throw it. I literally lost mine after I threw it. So it's kind of hard to like throw it and pick it up straight away because it's so unpredictable just like that. So I wouldn't recommend throwing the club unless it's in a closed off space. Otherwise your club is going to go into infinity. But I'm bursting a pit antline, so that might be the issue. Now Black Ant Sword, just an amazing weapon. I don't have any extra mutations on it or anything, but this weapon is amazing for antlions, once again, spiders, even the hedge broodmother boss fight, and the crow crossbow. Yes, you do get the rough reload debuff for like, I think it's 3 seconds after you shoot your arrows, so you can't just infinitely spam it, because you'll deal less damage. But the crow crossbow is just way far superior than the insect bow. Now let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of the best weapons in Grounded in my opinion. So here we have the Mint Mace, Sour Battle Axe, Salt Morning Star, the Club of the Mother Demon, the Turnal Skar, and the Termite Axe. Obviously, I'm going to upgrade the first 3 down to level 6, because once you upgrade these guys down to level 6, you will unlock a hidden power within this weapon. So with the Mint Mace, after every 3rd hit, you are going to do an AoE splash that slows a bunch of enemies down. So it's pretty much just a free charge of the Mint Staff. And with the Salt Morning Star, after every 3rd hit in your combo, you are going to deal a little bit of bleed to your enemy, and this can infinitely stack, assuming that you're hitting your 3rd hit combos every single time. And also, you don't even need to hit the other 2 attacks on the enemy. You can swing twice and hit once and you'll get that off. And the Sour Battle Axe, best weapon in the game at the moment. After every 3rd hit, you're going to get Final Fury, which pretty much down the bottom left increases your attack speed after every 3rd hit, which is just really insane. And then now we have the Club of the Mother Demon. Now this weapon is very weak if you don't have the Apex Predator mutation. So we're going to go ahead and chuck this on just for this weapon, because this is the Hedge Broodmother boss item. So Apex Predator will enhance the boss weapon's power. What it does, it applies venom on the enemy. It is a slight chance, so we'll see if we can get it here. There we go, got the venom off. And the weapon has a bunch of stun. Also down the bottom left, we have the Mama's Embrace, which is what the Apex Predator mutation is. It applies venom on attacks. Club, just amazing. Very good against Director Schmector. Once again, roly-polies. Anything that does busting damage, this weapon is really good for. And now another really good weapon, the Turnal Skar. I do not need to explain myself, purely because it is a very fast slashing weapon, and because it has the infection on every hit. The infection slows down enemies' attack speed and damage by 10%, which is insane, but it does not stack. So once you have it once, it's up there forever. You can combine this with a bunch of builds and is the infected broodmother master. So I really don't need to explain myself. It is quite expensive to craft, but like I said, it is, I would say, definitely worth the amount of crafting resources needed to get this weapon. And then finally, I'm going to be very biased here, and I'm going to say this is my personal favorite weapon in Grounded, but the termite axe is extremely good against some enemies, especially wolf spiders and any other spiders which have weaknesses to chopping damage. I would just say it's a really good weapon with the chopper mutation as well, reduced defense. It's such an easy thing to craft. You can get this within 30 minutes of the game if you speedrun, which is what I did. Such an easy thing to craft and it just does so much damage. Yeah, I really don't know much to say about it. It is just a really amazing weapon for how cheap it is. And that is going to do it for today's video. It's probably a very quick video. I went straight to the point. I'm not going to drag it out for 10-15 minutes. So if you guys made it this far into the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.